everyone. Today I'm going to do a workout with a yoga block. These are some of my favorite exercises with a yoga block, and I'm doing this as if we're already warmed up. So make sure that you are warmed up and seek any kind of doctor approval before you begin any workout program. And here we go. We're going to take this yoga block and we're going to take it to your side. You're going to take the right over to your right. And then you touch the ground and then lift back up. Lower down, lift back up. Lower down, lift. Exhale. Good. 5, 4, 3. Make sure you're sitting back to your hips, press down to the heel. One more. Amazing. Then we're going to take that over to your left side. And you're going to begin that in the left hand. Lower down, touch that ground, back up. Lower down, exhale. Lower down, exhale. Awesome. Keep here. This is a great way to get a full body workout in. 3, 2, and 1. And then next, we're going to take that yoga block and you're going to stand on the yoga block. And you're going to put that, making sure that most of your heel is on the block. You're going to do a little squat, lower down, and then lift. You can also add a little bit more for your tippy toes. Lower down, bring your hands back. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We're going to do a few here. We're actually going to do 5 more. And then we'll start to lift that leg. Remember that when you lift, you want to reach tall through the crown of the head, okay? As if you're pressing up to the sky. Lower, lift. If you do too much of lifting over, you might literally tip yourself over. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Really making sure you're pressing down the solid of that heel to lift yourself straight up. 3, 2, 1. Option to stay with that leg lifted. Bring your hands out and very tiny, you're gonna bring that leg up and or bend the knee. And you're gonna take your hands over to your side and back in. You can see exactly how tough this is. And I always tell people with this one, less is more. The smaller movement you make, the harder that's gonna be and more effective for you. Keep here. 2 and 1. Awesome. Right on. And we're going to repeat that on the other side. We're going to take that here. More of that heel is on. We're going to be doing squats. Lower down. Lift. That option again, as you can see, tippy toes onto my right. Amazing. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome. Good. 5, 4. We're going to start to lift straight up in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Exhale. Exhale. You can take the leg a little bit to your side. It's just making sure that it's not too much to your side, because as you can see, it causes you to lift a little bit more over to your side. Awesome. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna take that leg and you're gonna lift it up. Now I straighten my leg, but if you want, you can bend your knee. You can bend your elbows as well and take your hands over a little bit to that side. You can also extend hands and your leg as well and make that a little bit harder. We're gonna exhale to that leg in front of you. Perfect. Keep here for 4 more. 4, 3, you can see how hard that is. 2, and 1. Right back down. We're going to take that, you're going to come over on top of that block. And again here, you want most of your knee and your shin on the block. All right. So we're going to take that back leg and foot is down. You want to make sure your knee and or most of your shin is on the block. To make that a little bit harder, you're going to lift your toes off of your mat. We're going to lift that knee off of the block, put it right back down, and then you're going to lift opposite leg and hand. Exhale, inhale, exhale. And you can see, if you lift too much, you'll topple yourself over. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 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 exhale, inhale. We're gonna do 2 more. Exhale, inhale, 1 more. Exhale, inhale, good. On the same side, you can lift that foot off of your mat, and you're gonna lift the opposite hand and leg, and you're just gonna hold, just like bird dog, and think long through your wrist and long through your leg. So you can start to build that up from 10 seconds to about 30 seconds. Exhale, we're gonna bring the opposite hand and leg back in and tuck. Inhale, lengthen, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. I need to move back just a little bit, so making sure we're onto that mat, but inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Lengthen, tuck that in. Amazing. Keep going. Right here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to repeat that same thing on the other side, bringing that back. And as you can see, most of my knee and my shin is on the mat. And that back leg is down. And you're going to lift the toes, or I am going to lift my toes, but feel free if you need your toes down on your mat. Exhale, inhale, and then lift that opposite hand and leg. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Good. Awesome. We're doing 6 more here. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, 2, exhale, inhale, and 1. And then again on here, just making sure that your knee and shin is on. And we're taking that opposite hand and leg. I need you back just a little bit more. And then from here, you're gonna bring opposite elbow and leg in. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You can see I'm coming to my knee, but if you wanna reach out and just straight back in, feel free to do this. Inhale, exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna do a couple lying down. So from here, I'm gonna take that block and you're gonna bring that down so that you can lay down. And you're gonna put your right foot and heel on your block. So you're gonna go ahead and lie down. And then from here, you can have your hands down, just kind of get used to that. And lifting. If you want a little bit more, you can bring your hands up or one hand up, and you're gonna lift up and lower, or lift the knee, lower down. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Good. Nice. 6, 5. If you want a little bit more, go ahead and lift that leg. Lift for 3, 2, and 1. All the way down. Ooh, yeah, definitely gonna feel that in the back of the hamstrings and your glutes firing up a little bit more. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my left leg, show you a little bit from here. So again, we'll bring this back down. You can have your hands down and head can stay down the whole time, obviously. And then first, just start to lift up and lower down, lift up and lower down. Right, when you first just progress with here, and then a little bit more, we're lifting up, and then a little bit more lifting up, lowering, but don't touch that foot down to the ground. A little bit more than that, keep your hands up and still lift up. Exhale, inhale. Option to extend that leg and lift the leg up. You can flex your foot or you can point from here. Flexing will give you a little bit more. Think heel to sky and then that heel down to your block. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go ahead and do some seated exercises. These are actually very effective and great for your core as well, and still some of my favorite exercises. So you're going to squeeze that block really hard with your feet on the long side. Feel free to have your hands down, back nice and straight, and extend. Lower. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Option to alternate your hands or do a few on one side. And then that progression would be to lift both hands and really squeezing your block the whole time. It's okay if you don't lift your legs all the way up first. Start with maybe here and start lifting up. The key is to squeeze the block and lift the legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you hold that here? Even if you need to bend your knees, lifting up and hold. Squeeze the block. You'll feel that all the way down. Keep here. You're doing great. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your legs down. Go ahead and take that nice little stretch. And you can use your block, right, maybe here, and rest your head and your hands down. Or use your block and press that out away from you to reach to your block. You can keep your head up or bring your head down. Basically, whatever feels great for you, do that. All right, I'll show you a few more exercises here. So here, we're gonna go ahead, you're gonna place the block onto the right thigh. And then you're gonna press, sort of down here, and you're gonna press either your hand or your forearm straight to that. And you're gonna squeeze both your knee and your leg and your hand to your block. And you can keep your head down, you can have your other hand up, and from here, or you can lift your head, but we're gonna take your hands, and we're gonna inhale back, and then exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now these exercises I'm doing are with a block, so some of you might have a Pilates ball that you could also use, and these could work for those as well. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now make sure you're really squeezing your hand and your leg together on that block. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do this on the other side. So making it sure that it's more onto your thigh. Again, your hand or your forearm is on that block. That knee is bent. Both of those are squeezing against the block. Right leg lifted, you can have pointing your toes or your hands up. Either way, you can keep your head down, and then you're gonna lift the opposite hand, and same leg. Again, you want more, lift your head, pull back your spine, and extend. Inhale, exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Go ahead and squeeze that block with those knees. And you can lay down, give yourself a nice little stretch, and you can rock front and back. And or here. Or you can go ahead and take the feet for your block and bring your hands and head down. And then all we're going to do is squeeze tight your feet against the block. And from here, you're going to inhale here, exhale, bring that back in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now also, you could try to lift your lower back off of that mat and really squeeze that block in. Sometimes some people like to put their hands underneath them. You can also do that too, but really effective. Try to squeeze that block in and your feet. Inhale. We're going to do 5 here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and take that block here. And you can use that block and take that nice full body stretch. Exhale, go ahead, we're going to put that block down. Go ahead and hug the knees and rock front and back and or to your sides or to circles for your kidneys and your back. Exhale, you're going to roll yourself over to a side and then lift yourself up. Amazing. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this workout, and let me know what you think with the yoga block and or that Pilates ball. Thank you. Have a good day.